fair, spike growth combined with your moonbeam could be very deadly as well.
And also I can cast Moonbeam too.
Double moonbeam and a spike axe. Oh my god, we are going to melt the dragon.
That's fine.
That's
Just
like heart holding.
just keep your tactics coming. You know.
God damn it.
I think our tactics should be let the dragon win.
Yeah, I think so too. Right. Shall we have a quick recap
Yes.
Yes.
for those that are here and listening? So, while the party were swinging around doing their stuff, they made their way down to Axeholm on a quest set by Townmaster Harbin Flödebedeber, whatever his bloody name is. Harbin Wester, I think it is. Is that right?
Sounds right.
Oh, God.
If it wasn't, it is now.
Yeah, sounds good. So, yeah, they headed down to Axeholm to rid it of the evil that lurks within, so as to make it safe for the possibility of Fandaling having to evacuate due to the evil, nasty dragon that has recently taken up residence in the mountains. While exploring Fandalin, Axeholm, they had a little bit of a faff around in the courtyard, jumping through portcullises and windows and playing around with ballistas and bashing down doors and sliding under portcullises in a really unheroic fashion. Eventually broke through into the main courtyard where large battle ensued with a horde of ghouls. They then picked a path out of 3 possibilities, straight into some more danger with another party of ghouls, and then found a set of stairs, sent off Harrison to go sneaky exploring, upon which he discovered a banshee, went back and told the rest of the party, and they thought, oh, let's go speak to it. Upon which another battle ensued, where the banshee instantly knocked out 3 of the party. And then Carlton charged forward with his blade of banshee smiting and took it out in practically one hit with the rest of the party, eventually finishing off after healing each other up slightly. So the banshee was banished into the realm of where dead things go to die properly. And that is where we left it last session. So, the party. What do you want to do?
Well, I guess we should explore places that that we haven't yet explored in this area.
No, I'm transformed.
No, you're not a cat, because
Oh, yeah.
you got knocked out.
Oh, yeah.
Did you?
No, I got hit as a cat.
You got hit as a cat.
Actually, no, then. Wait.
Well, I don't know. You're not on very much health anyway.
But yeah, I'm nil.
Okay. I can't remember. Did you get... No, you didn't get knocked out. You went around healing everybody, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
So you were no longer a cat. Yeah. I think you were no longer a cat after the second ghoul fight anyway. Right, so as you are stood in this main corridor, it leads off to the east, back where you came, and down to the west. There is a door at the far western end of the corridor. On the southern side, against the wall, let me recap. You're sort of in the doorway of where the room the banshee swooped into. Am I right? Because you opened up that door to go and see what was in there, and there was a fireplace at the back, and you haven't really had a look inside the room. So that is one room of 3 that are in this corridor on the south side. So there are 3 doors on the southern wall. There's one to the far west. There's one that you discovered across in the northern corner, northeastern corner, as you head up the first part of the corridor from the stairs that you came down, if that makes sense. So you got L-shaped corridor, which goes up and across. You've got 3 doors on the southern side of the long part of the L. 1 door in the corner, and then 3 arrow slits opposite the wall where the doors are. If that makes sense.
Okay.
The 1 door you've currently opened is the middle door.
That's
Which
the
is
door
where the
I'm
banshee
currently
was.
standing in, isn't it?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
Right.
That's into the room where the banshee was.
Yes. Now the gloom
Right.
has set in again. There's no light in the area.
Okay, I would like to look into the room then.
Okay. So having a look around, it looks as if once upon a time it was decorated lavishly, but the furnishings have now decayed. They're hanging down, holes, fraying, dust, cobwebs all over them. You don't see anything in there that looks to be of any value at all.
Alright. Then I would like to just leave and close the door.
Okie dokie. You leave, turn around, close the door behind you. Is anybody providing any light?
I am.
I am. What light are you providing?
Produce flames.
Produce flame. So, as Gioa casts the flame on his palm as per usual, holding it out into the centre of the corridor, light illuminates for those not able to use their dark vision, or those that no longer, or not no longer, those that do not have dark vision, which I believe is
So, are we gonna head
Malketh.
up the corridor and investigate through the 2 doors up there, or are we gonna do the one behind us and then go up the corridor?
I say do the room behind us and then go up the corridor. That seems like the most efficient way of doing it.
Agreed.
Alright then.
Okay, a few steps down, about 10-15 feet, you come to the next door in the southern wall. Is that the one you're going into?
Yeah.
Okay. This door opens up, and as the light from the flames casts into the room, you can see in the center of the room there is a carved stone tub or bath with one faucet, one tap just set above it. Drip, drip, drip into the bath.
I was gonna say let's see if it works, but obviously if it's dripping then it does.
So is that the only thing of interest in the room?
Just one tub right in the middle. You can't see it. You can't see inside it from where you are because it's about 10-15 feet from you in the center of the room.
Okay. I enter the room and I have a look around.
Okay, do you want to make a perception check?
I want to help.
Okay, shall I roll with advantage? What's your perception?
Probably worse than yours. It's 3.
+3.
Yes.
That's better than mine. Mine's +1, so you do it.
So am I rolling with advantage then?
Yeah.
Okay, let me get some dice.
That would help. Dice generally help when you have to roll for these situations.
You don't say.
Yeah, I do. I just did.
Wow.
So that is a 15 plus 3, which is 18.
Well done. Clever maths. So, as you take a step forward, light in hand, you hold it.
SMS received.
It's cool. Hey, psych, no worries. I did reply in Discord as well. It's all good. You enjoy what you're doing. We will carry on exploring. And hopefully we won't nearly kill you today.
I mean, you did try last time.
Yeah, but she was
Succeed last time.
but she was there last time, so you know.
Not when the bunch happened.
Not when the banshee happened, yeah.
Oh, had she gone by that point? Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Well, what can you do, eh? So, as you take a step towards this bathtub in the middle of the room, your light casts over the edge, the shadows disperse. I hear myself echoing through my ears.
Oh, lovely.
That's
Only
impressive.
Only slightly. And you just see numerous bones sat in the bottom of this tub.
Ooh.
Gnawed,
I pick up one of
bite marks all around. There's bones, different shapes. There's the odd skull thrown in there, bits broken off. You can see there's rib cage snapped, as if they've been broken to get the marrow out of the middle. It's like a dumping ground full of bits and pieces of, with that perception roll, what look like short humanoid bones.
Oh, children.
I pick up one of the bones and just say, I think this is one of the dwarves. I think this is what's left. And then I put it back. Or should I add it to my collection of truth?
Please don't.
These are
Maybe
the
I should-
situations that's like in a shop where they're like, look, don't touch. Feel?
Maybe I should take them so that I can bury them outside.
Well, we'll do that later if necessary.
Yes, we shall come back when we
Yeah.
exit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty
Uh,
much all you see in this room.
Should we carry on then?
Yes.
To the next room.
Okay, so are you carrying on to the east, or are you going to the west?
Let's go the way that we haven't been yet.
Well,
Which way
back
have
to
you
the
been?
east, at the top opposite the first corridor that you came up, is that other one door that Harrison found originally.
What was
And then-
west?
Back to the west is the third door in the southern wall, and then another one on the western wall of the end of the corridor, basically.
We could always I know it's not much of like use normally, but we could always split up.
No.
No. Yeah. Just
We'll
the
keep-
enemies.
Keep going where we're going.
If we were, if we,
on the way back.
yeah, if we were OP but I mean, I know we dispatched those ghouls quite easily, and then the Banshee as well, but also we got kind of lucky. I'm not trusting that, you know, splitting us up would be a good idea, especially with the amount of danger that we are actually in if we roll badly, so not a good idea.
Yeah, I just don't trust this party to split up.
After that, I just feel like walking up to everyone and just like slapping him in the
Because he's can't afford drop for those zero.
So,
Slapping her in the face for what?
which way would be the kind of the most efficient place to go? Like, where are we closest to?
Well, you're closest to the one in the north-east corner.
All right, let's
go there then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of just
say,
across the way from you, basically.
Right. I say let's go there. I agree with Velmore. Let's go there.
Okay.
Let's go.
So yeah, you take a few steps over that way, about 15-20 feet further down the corridor. Come to the door. Who's going in?
I am going in.
I
Okay.
shall join.
So,
So-
shall I?
What, you all three of you opening the door together?
Yes. We all
Yeah.
place a hand on the door and just do that at the same time.
Yeah, the door's about 4 feet wide, so you ain't all gonna fit.
Yeah,
So-
I open. I will be the one who goes first and opens the door.
So, you reach down, grab the door handle, give it a twist. You hear a satisfying click as the handle opens the latch. You push it open, and with Gioa stood behind you, the light illuminates the room ahead. And what you see inside, once I turn to the right page,
Pause for dramatic effect.
is a smallish room, about 15-20 feet across, about 15 feet across, about 20 feet deep. At the far wall from you, you can see it has collapsed in on itself in that corner, and then as if the roof has collapsed and all the rubble has broken through. On the wall on your left, there's a double door, which is currently closed, just further towards you than the actual rubble that is strewn across the floor. But apart from that, there is nothing else in this room.
Okay.
Just
right,
one
I
double
think-
door on your left.
So double door and rubble is what.
Double door and rubble and a cave-in basically at the back of the room. Doesn't look as if it leads anywhere. It just goes up to the roof as if the whole roof and that portion of the wall has just collapsed.
I would like to open the double door. I'll at least try.
I would like to have.
Okay. Taking a door each. You
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. You swing it open and it leads out into a balcony.
I'd like to walk out onto the
So you step out onto the balcony and you can see down below you what looks like the site of a very recent battle. There's bodies of ghouls and scorch marks and blood and splattered everywhere. 4 pillars in the corner of the vast courtyard beneath you.
It
looks like you've been there already. Would you really?
How high up are we?
Let's see. You are currently 20 feet high, 20 feet up above the courtyard.
I wonder
So
what
how high
happened
would
here.
you say this room is? That we're in, like, this room?
How high? What?
How high the man cave is? How high would you say that is?
How tall is the man cave?
Yeah, I want to know.
About 10 feet.
Ah, it's a double this.
Yes.
Okay, cool. That's all I need to know. I just wanted to know how high
Okay.
in real life it was.
Cool.
Because I'm thinking that Gil also has a fear of heights.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Yeah, it's
Got a
uncomfortable.
big team of these.
If you've got a fear of
just
heights,
wait.
it's uncomfortable looking down over the side for you.
That just makes my joke push better.
I just turn around and I say, no.
What joke push was this?
Like I said, you know how when you want to be mean to someone that has a fear of heights and they are hopped up high in the air and you just jokingly make the push motion onto them without
Okay.
actually pushing them?
Okay.
Proceeds to accidentally push me off the balcony.
Make a strength check.
Position.
Oh shit!
Can it be intimidation?
18. Shit!
God.
So, as you go to shove Giowa, just make a quick acrobatics check.
Okay, yeah. That's a dirty 20.
Okay. You go to push him, you stumble into his back, and you just push, but he manages to grab himself onto the balcony and hold himself so you don't accidentally manage to push him over the edge. But you end up taking a knee just behind him, the fact that you stumbled over some of the loose rock and rubble that's right there in front of you.
Alright.
Could have ended like this.
That could have gone bad.
Yeah.
Yes.
Could have ended like this.
Oh, enough with the gifts.
We're
Okay.
starting early today.
Yeah, normally started a lot earlier than that, to be fair.
Yeah, I guess.
So yes, that is all that you can see. The aftermath of the battle that you had down in the courtyard earlier on in the day. It's like 2 weeks ago now, but you know. Earlier on this morning, 2 weeks ago.
Time travel.
You know, no, it's time dilation, you know? Different time, depending on...
You're in a pocket dimension. Yep.
I was gonna say time zones.
No, it's just time is relative.
Yeah.
Time is weird soup.
Timey-wimey.
Mm-hmm.
Timey wimey
Resource.
wibbly wobbly explodey woady.
Right, so are we going back to explore the other door then?
Yep, I think
Okay.
so.
Right, so you head back down past the room where the banshee was. Let me just open this up. Alright, you do it. If you're going big sigh about it, then they'll say, no, you don't.
That was a sigh of a drink being drank.
I forgot
So-
to take anything to drink, goddammit.
Shocking. You make your way, You make your way back down the corridor. There is now the one door left on the south side of the wall on your left, as it is. And as you're walking down the corridor, there is the one in front of you as well.
Okay.
Which is closest to us currently?
The one on the left in the southern side of the wall.
Alright then.
On the southern wall, even.
Think that's...
They're about 5 feet apart. The end of the corridor is just after that door, and that's where the other door is.
Uh-huh. Okay. Let's go there then.
Okay. Go where?
To the one closest to us.
Right, okay. So. What's that word again? So.
Yes, indeed.
You swing open the door. It's a rather large room, this one. Roughly the same size as the room that you fought the Banshee. What you see inside there, one bed set, framed with stone, mouldy mattress right in the centre of the room, covered in dust and cobwebs. In the southern wall, basically opposite the door, there's a soot-stained fireplace.
Mm-hmm.
But that's about all you can see in the room.
No, I
Like
like
the fireplace?
yeah.
The whole fireplace? You
No,
want to set
like
the whole
fire in the
fireplace on?
fireplace.
Okay. Well, there's nothing set in it that would be ready. You'd have to provide some fuel if you wanted to do that.
I feel like we've cleared this place out. And now we're just wandering around the rooms we was meant to explore before fighting creatures. Somehow just fluked our way through all the enemies.
You do.
No, you just do.
You do, yeah. Just make a
Stop that.
just make a perception check for me.
Damn, I am just really good rolls tonight. 17.
17. Okay. As you're looking
Not so
around
bad
the room,
already.
Oh wait, yeah, now I've freaking cursed myself.
as you're looking around the room, you cast a glance over the bed. You just gently touch it, and it sort of starts to pull away from you. You know, when something's been left that long in situ, a good 50 years as it is now, it just sort of crumbles at your touch with all the mold and the. Yeah. You make your way around it. Have a look at the fireplace, intending to light this because you know you're a firebug. But as you're poking and prodding around, you can see the back wall of the fireplace. You can notice dwarven handprints in the soot on that back wall.
Guys, come over here, there's the handprints in the wall.
And as you call out to the rest of the party, you can hear some screeching and squeaking from up in the fireplace.
I want to have a look, like, just poke my head through, see if
And
it's
as
Santa.
you look up, you see something detach itself from the wall of the chimney and come streaking straight towards you. And then another... And all these bird shapes come streaking down out of the fireplace towards you. You've seen these creatures before.
God damn it!
Long pointed nose, mouth elongated, as if some sort of giant mosquito flying thing.
hate
And I
these
need
damn
you.
things.
And the first one, as it flies down, completely misses you and lands splat on the floor
And it just dies.
with a natural 1. As it's there flapping, trying to lift itself up. I'm gonna need you all to roll some quick initiative for me, if you will please.
I swear if I'd cursed myself by saying that I was rolling well. I have.
22.
I have cursed myself, that's a goddamn 3!
Okay, let's see.
Let me just get this encounter up and running.
Oh yeah, speaking of encounter, I tried the encounter table for my campaign.
No.
Sparky.
No,
No?
no. Did you mention that last time or something?
No, you mentioned the encounter table from Beyond.
Oh yeah, I've only done it for mine. I've only made a few encounters.
Yeah, I'm saying I tried it for my campaign.
Oh right, I thought you said have I tried it for your campaign. So
No. I tried it for my campaign.
and
Works great.
I know,
It's way more manageable than a notepad.
I know, absolutely is. Getting it set up to start with is a faffy pain, but you know, apart from that, it's cool.
Yeah.
Come on. Because if you all roll initiative before I get chance to run the encounter, then that's my bad.
Roll again.
No, you can't. Yours don't count, but if anybody else rolls on D&D Beyond, then it auto-populates, you see, so... right, I need to open up Malketh character sheet. Do an initiative roll for that. Oof! 22. Right, just let me know what everyone else got.
I got a 4.
I got a
22.
I got a 3.
I got an 8.
Oh my god.
I got a 14.
Harrison, 14. 8 for Evelyn, was that?
Mm-hmm.
Felmore, 22 as well.
Yes.
Shocking.
Yeah.
And then they rolled quite well. Okay. I won't worry about them too much though. I'm not even going to do the battle table for this one. We're just going to do it in our minds. Okay, so
Yeah.
Felmore, apparently you are up first.
Alright.
So you are stood at the back of the room currently, the opposite side of the bed, just in the doorway, as you see Gioa poking and prodding around, having an investigate of this fireplace, and then you hear this shrieking and fluttering as these sturges, as you now recognise them, fly out of this fireplace. One of them
are there.
you'll find out soon enough. One of them zooms down, trying to grab hold of Gioa as he stood in the fireplace looking up into the chimney, but he manages to step back as it just lands crunch on the fireplace itself, and then 5 more fly out into the room, disturbed by this sound. So there's about 5 sturges scattered around the fireplace, about 20 feet away from you. Well, no, about 30 feet away from you at the moment. So what are you going to do, Felmore?
So you're saying there's what? 5?
6. 1 on the floor of the fireplace, and 5 more that have just basically erupted into the room out of this chimney.
Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna end this as quickly as I can. I'm gonna cast a magic missile.
Yep.
And with Meta Magic quicken spells, I'll cast it twice.
Okay.
Just a level.
Just a level.
Just a level 1.
Oh, okay.
So that's 3 dots per cast.
Okay,
So
go
that's
for it.
6 dots in total.
Okay, roll your damage then.
It should be 6, right?
Yep, that's 6. You want to shout out your damage? Each one, just for the benefit of the viewers at home.
Okay, so one does 4 damage, another does 2 damage, and then there's 3 damage, 4 damage, 5 damage, and 3 damage.
Okay, so as you gather your arcane energy, you release 1 palm, streak 3 missiles straight, purple flashes of light. The rest of you can see behind Felmore as they streak towards these sturges, which are trying to flutter around the room, figuring out what's going on. One of them hits, it drops. Another one hits, it drops. The third one hits, pins it to the wall as it slides down. And then you focus your energy into your other hand. 3 more purple shards streak out across the room, landing into the other 3 sturges as each of them dies straight away. And that's it. Suddenly, the room grows silent as these bat-like creatures basically fade away on the floor of the room. All around Gioa is surrounded by 6 dead bodies of these sturges. So yeah,
Nobody
That's
touched
why-
my friend.
that's
I gasp in amazement that you admit we are friends.
that's why I didn't bother doing a battle map for them.
Right, can I try something that might help us here a little bit?
Wow.
You can certainly try.
So I'm going to use Primal Awareness. So, as an action, you can expend 1 spell slot.
You have
to
spell
sense
slots?
whether or- Yeah.
Yeah, how else is she gonna cast Spike Growth? Dog.
Never mind.
Sense whether any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fays, fiends, or undead are present within a mile of you.
Within a mile of you.
Yeah. So it's pretty much checking to see if there's anything in the castle around us, pretty much.
Okay.
See if we need to keep looking.
Does it pinpoint where it is, or is it just you pick up something in the nearby area?
Oh, what biome are we in? Is it around a forest? Or...
No, you're in mountains.
Okay, cool. Because if it's a forest, it's 6 miles instead.
Okay, this fortress is built within a mountain.
Okay, cool. So you can sense whether the following type of creature are present within a mile of you. And this feature doesn't reveal the creature's location or number.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But as small as it is, there's something else here,
So,
really.
what was the list? Nice and slow?
Let me get back up. Undead, fiends, fae, elementals, dragons, celestials, and aberrations.
You do sense there is something else in the vicinity of a mile around you. Yes.
How large is the place we're in there? Like
A mile.
that's the thing.
Hold on, let me have a look. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 45, 50. It's about 300 feet from one side to the other, and maybe 400 feet. About 300 by 400 feet, roughly. I don't know how that is in miles, because my conversion's not great. Shall we find out? Feet
Miles to feet.
to
So
miles.
5,280 feet.
1,700 feet or something to a mile.
5,280.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's nowhere near a mile. It's about a tenth of a mile wide and
Yeah,
deep.
well, good news and bad news. Good news is there's some. Well, no, that's bad news actually. The bad news is there's something within a mile of us. The bad news is it might not be in the castle because the castle's way more than a mile.
Less.
Good news, we're not alone.
You are
probably something
not
else here.
alone.
So
But it could be one of these things.
yeah, it could be anything.
It could be a dragon.
Yup, I was just thinking that.
Aren't dragon classified as... Yeah, okay.
Dragons are classified as dragons. Yes, they are.
That's what I was about to say, but then I remembered that he listed as dragon as
Yeah.
well, so...
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
about if it's all of them in one?
Then yes, there are something
actually,
new.
There's a single dragon that isn't classified as a dragon, but rather a fairy.
A fairy dragon.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
just like,
Fae.
We've got a dragon in our party though.
Fae was also on the list.
yeah, it's like, which one do you sense? Like, which one do I sense?
You'll never know. Okay, so yes, you do sense
I
presence.
think it does tell me which one it is actually. It says it doesn't reveal the location or number, but I think it might reveal which one it is actually.
Which one is
You,
it?
you think it might, or does it say that?
I double check.
Yes, that would be a good
Which,
idea.
What is it you're using?
Primal Awareness.
He's a ranger.
I feel like it's the list. Like, it should let you know. I don't know. That's how it
No,
feels.
you feel like it should. Well, I feel like it shouldn't. Wow,
Having a quick
that
look.
was met with silence, wasn't it? Primal Awareness.
No, it,
Some people are saying yes, some people are saying no, so I guess we'll just do it DM's
Anyway.
discretion. I guess.
I'm pretty sure it's just up to the DM.
In the room.
Yeah, you do sense something within a mile. You've got a fairly good idea what it may be due to the fact that, you know, of what you have already encountered within this castle.
So it's an undead or a fiend.
Does that help you?
So it's a water elemental. That's been painted up. Interesting.
It's a celestial. No.
To be fair, I just painted that up because I wanted to break from terrain. And I was like, I don't want something too intense. So I'll go for that because I can just slap paint on it.
Turns out what he senses is a unicorn.
Ooh.
That would be awesome.
That is a celestial creature. It's on the
then
list.
one of us being impaled, I feel.
It's an abyssal dreadnought. Ba-boom!
Are we gonna keep looking around then?
So, you remember, Gioa, before you were swarmed by sturges, you had just noticed some handprints, dwarven handprints, in the dust, or in the soot at the back of the fireplace.
I want to poke my head through again and just shout, is there no one up there?
No, there's no one up there.
Oh. Damn, that genuinely scared me. I actually thought someone was just gonna, like, eat my head.
Stop.
Have the
A
rest,
great golden dragon appears.
Well, that's alright then, they're nice.
Yeah, golden dragons aren't
Say again?
evil though, are they?
Have the rest of us read and know about this handprint, would you say? From
The rest of you at the back of the room, you can just see Gioa spending a little bit of time looking at the back of this fireplace at the moment. As, like, you figure he's noticed something, but you don't know what at this point.
Can I go over and have a look?
You may indeed.
I just shout over to everyone, there's some hands on here. Some hands in the soot.
Some hands. You reach out and pull a hand off the wall.
Can I, like...
That was my thought. That was what I meant. Like, I meant to do that to make them think there were hands on the wall. That was genuinely intentional.
Alright, can I, like, just, like, slowly just, like, move gear out of the way and just kick the back wall to see if anything moves?
You just sort of... You make your way over there and you just sort of glance over, just gently pushing him to one side. Out of the way of the fireplace. And I'm sure he lets you. He just steps to the side while it's like, what are you doing? As you plant your standing foot down and just kick out at the back of the fireplace. As your foot impacts, you feel it move and it swings open.
Yes.
To reveal a room
Oh,
beyond.
I wanna crawl in.
Looking at the what was the wall now, the back of the fireplace, you see there's stone hinges just on the side that was hidden secretly
I wanna crawl.
within the wall. You don't need to crawl.
Oh, okay. I'm a walker.
So as you
I'm not just that short.
walk into the room, it's about 10 foot by 10 foot square room. Against the far wall, you can see an iron chest with clawed feet. And it's got a built-in lock with a tiny circular indentation instead of a regular keyhole.
Anyone got a circle?
I wanna have a search around the room, see if I can find see if I can find something that would fit in. the lock.
Make an investigation check.
Okay, that is 11.
Now, all you find in the room is more dust, mould and cobwebs.
Can more than one of us fit in the room, did you say?
Yeah, it's about 10 feet, so the two of you two could fit in easy enough.
Can we just smash the lock? Do we have to use a key?
To be honest, I was just thinking of picking up a rock and just smashing the lock.
Can I use my great axe to try and break the lock?
Oh my
You
god.
can certainly try.
It would be hilarious if you just
Oh,
completely
God.
missed
Here we
hit
go,
the floor.
and now comes the part where the party spends 2 hours trying to break one lock.
If that's what you want to do, then who am I to stop you? Make an attack roll.
Yeah, my D&D Beyond's been a bit weird. It's not letting me click.
Yeah, it was a bit dodgy for me earlier when it was.
Let me just reload for Crow.
So I could do it for you if you
Joys
want.
of using physical dice.
Yes, I can go get my real dice, but I keep forgetting to add stuff to... I might have to get my real dice to this route.
I mean, I can click it for you if you want, but
Yeah,
if you
want to. Yeah.
Great X.
No, if it's bad, I'll just say, well, I want to roll.
Well, it's a 14, so if you want to roll, feel free.
That'll do. That'll do.
Yeah,
Fancy
so
disappeared.
you take a swing. I mean, it's a chest. It's not moving anywhere.
Yeah.
Your axe hits onto the solid iron chest. Leaves a bit of a scratch, but nothing else.
Oh.
So what's the lock made of?
You want to inspect?
Yes.
Roll for inspection. Make an inspection check, please. Investigation. That's the word I was looking for.
Oh,
Roll inspection.
that is a 19.
Okay. So, closer inspection of the indentation of what you assume is a lock reveals a tiny symbol of a hand axe clutched in a gauntlet. You've seen this symbol around. You may not have noticed it, but it's been there lingering around in places, like on some furniture carved into chairs and things like that. You reckon this is basically the symbol of whoever previously lived within the fortress itself. It's like some sort of icon for whoever was here previously.
So it's not that a hand axe is the key.
No, this is more of this is more iconography rather than a clue.
So is it a lock?
You assume it's a lock.
I want to try and cast frostbite on it to freeze it and then hit it with a rock.
You can certainly try.
So I shall cast frostbite on the lock.
What does frostbite do? Exactly.
So, cause numbing frost form one creature that you can see in range. The target makes a Constitution saving throw and fails save. The creature takes 1d6 cold damage and has disadvantage on its next weapon attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
Okay.
So the disadvantage bit, that's really cool.
Well, as it is a chest, it automatically fails its constitution save. So, roll 1d6.
Okay, that. So 1d6, it says 2d6.
You said 1.
Oh yeah, that's because I've leveled up. So it's 2d6.
Right.
So that is 9.
Okay, so you gather in as much of the moisture in the air around you and just cast, and you see this rime of frost starts to spread around the lock. It's gonna find it really hard to attack you on its next turn because it's now got disadvantage.
Instead of getting a rock, I'm gonna try grab my staff of burning coals with both hands and just whack it with the end of the stick.
Make an attack roll.
That is 16.
16. So yeah, you impact on the chest where the frost is. Is that me echoing in my ear?
Who's echoing?
I think it's just Granny. She's got her mic open. It's open mic night. And as you hit the chest,
I've
it makes...
fallen asleep.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, with that ball.
Jeez. Why don't you
Wow.
say out loud that you're bored? Are we spending too long on this chest for you? So, as you hit
Oh,
it
you're all right.
with the staff, some of the ice flakes off, but no discernible difference to the chest. Does the rogue want to do something?
I'm stood in the corridor.
Oh, okay. Feel free to join in.
I have one more idea.
Mm-hmm.
To hit the lock with my mace.
Roll for an attack with your mace.
So that is a 18.
Yep, hits.
Can we? Can we
Yes.
carry this chest with us? Too
Um,
heavy.
Okay,
it's possible.
that is 7 damage.
7 damage. So you crack onto the chest. Makes a bit of a thud. Leaves a little bit of a dent. Nothing too
I'm
much.
gonna peek my head out to Calton and go, Calton, do you reckon you can carry this to the balcony?
What, all of you?
Yeah, do you reckon we could carry it to the balcony and throw it over? That might open it.
Wow. I mean, I'm strong, but I'm not that strong.
I don't know, how strong are you? How much can you carry?
My strength is 19.
Damn,
Yep,
you can
but
carry this.
How much can you carry?
Let's see. I can carry 285 pounds, or I can push, drag, or lift 570 pounds.
Do you want to go check out the size of the...
If you go to weight carried in inventory, it will say that, Liam. Anyway, right. So it doesn't say anything about yeah, it doesn't say anything about size or anything like that.
Yeah, no, but do you want to go check out the chest, see if you think you can manage it or not?
Can I help?
Because you're not there. You're in the other room.
All right. Let's do that. Let's do that.
I want to help.
Yeah, so you step in. Gioa steps out to make way for you. You see the chest. It looks solid, but you estimate to be about 80 pounds in weight, so you reckon you can manage it.
Okay.
You might struggle, but yeah. Yeah,
Well,
you
know,
could probably do it.
Carry capacity
Compared-
180 pounds.
Compared with my other stuff, if you put that on top of it, I can just about do it. All right. So what's the plan? What are we trying to do with this?
If we throw it off the balcony, that drop might be enough to open it. Without a key.
I'm not sure about. I'm not sure about that. I think this is a job that requires precision,
Okay. Well,
not
why
not like brute force.
yeah, well, we could carry it
Also-
around if we until we found.
Also, yeah. I mean, also, if we drop it, what if the stuff inside breaks?
Actually,
That's
yeah.
fine.
What if
That's
it's like
fine.
really fragile stuff inside?
So I see where you're coming from, but I don't like that idea. However,
Is anybody good with locks?
I am happy to take it with me.
Say that again, Granny. You were drowned out a bit then.
I said, oh, well, you know. I've been known to pick a few in my time.
So yeah, I'm happy to carry it with me if we can't unlock it right now.
Well, should we give our rogue a go?
Yeah, go for it. Go on,
I'm not
Harrison,
here
got
to, you know,
this.
lead you or give you hints or advice, but, you know, make sense.
Right,
you wanna
okay, then
Give it a go.
I'll give it a go.
Okay. So, what you need...
Sleight of hand.
No.
No.
No. I shall tell you what you need to do. You need to make a dexterity check. Are you proficient in thieves' tools? Because if you are
Well,
proficient... Yeah, you are. So, you make a dexterity check and add your proficiency bonus.
Dexterity check.
So you just click on your +4 above dexterity and then add 3 to that.
Well, it's rolled 15 plus 4.
Okay, which is...
19 plus 3.
19.
Yep.
So
And then add 3 to your for your proficiency.
22 then.
22. That's a very good roll. So, you push everybody out of the way. You bring Gior back in because you're like, oh no, you've got your night goggles, haven't you?
Granny,
I'm coming in anyway.
can you just say, I just want to hear you say in your pirate voice, stand aside, wenches.
Out the way, wenches.
Yes! Yes!
So yeah,
Perfect.
the rest of the party makes way as you've been bashing and cracking and smacking this thing to pieces, and you suddenly realise, oh yeah, someone with a bit of finesse might be able to have a go. So you crouch down in front of this thing. It's like, this isn't a regular lock. You have a bit of an inspection. Select one of the thieves' tools, which could help, one of your lockpicks, and then another little tool, and you start twisting, fiddling, and after about a minute or two, you hear a click, and the top of the lid pops open by about half an inch.
Can I see what's inside?
Harrison, you're the one in front of it.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I opened.
If there's any booze in there, it's mine.
Absolutely. I opened the lid.
Okay. Swinging.
I'm gonna try and do like a full table flip open. 'Cause
So-
it's that annoying.
As you table flip open the lid, it slams back shut again. But doesn't lock.
Fine, I gently open it.
So you lift open the lid in non-childish manner. And inside, you can see there's a helm and a pair of gauntlets. And what looks like an empty wine bottle. The contents evaporated long ago.
I just say, Harrison, I'm sorry, but there was an empty wine bottle. You can have the bottle if you want.
No, thank you.
Also, there was a helmet and some gauntlets. I want to put them on and see what happens.
Put what on?
I'll put on the gauntlets.
You really are a moron, aren't you?
I know.
Cursed item.
Thing is, it could add extra damage to my punches.
Yes, and it could also be a cursed item that turns you into a woman.
We should let him. That was very exact.
It's very exact because it happened to me in Baldur's Gate 1, okay? It happened to lots of people in Baldur's Gate 1.
And so
Cool.
you're saying that happened to Carlton, aren't you? You said that once before.
Well, why not?
Why
I mean,
not? It happened to
do you know what? If I, as in Joe Hammond, made that mistake in Baldur's Gate 1 and I played a paladin in Baldur's Gate 1, it happened to Carlton. Yeah.
Okay.
I put on a cursed item, I got turned into a woman and had to pay an extortionate amount of money to remove said curse and turn myself back into a male.
Anyway,
Okay.
so as you slip on these...
Please don't!
He's too late. He said he's doing it now, so it's too late. As you slip on these gauntlets, it's weird because they looked quite big before, but now as you slide your hands into them, they feel as if they're a perfect fit. And you somehow feel stronger.
Oh my god, guys, I think these are gauntlets of strength.
And you take them
I
off.
feel more, but I try and take it off.
Yep, they slide right off, and somehow you feel a little bit less than when you were wearing them.
Okay, I'll put it back on. Okay, I am keeping these. I really want to keep these. Does anyone have any objections? These are awesome.
I mean, I'm already quite strong as it is, so I don't see the need for gauntlets that would make myself stronger personally. So I'm happy for other people to have them.
Well, to be fair, there's only one person that uses strength and hands, and that's Malketh, innit?
No, Malketh uses Dex.
Or does she use Dex?
Yep.
Right.
You know what, I want... There is also a helmet, so I'm going to take off the gauntlets and then put the helmet on.
Okay, so you slip off the gauntlets because they got in the way of the helmet.
No, it's just to see if the helmet does the
Flawless
exact
logic.
same thing as the gauntlets.
And as you're looking at this helmet, it's quite a fearsome looking helmet. A steel, solid steel, shiny, noseband down the middle, sort of curls around the eyes, coming into plates that cover the cheeks, up the top with a sort of a dragon coming down the front with wings sweeping out the side. And as you slide the helmet on, whoever's looking at Gioa now sees his eyes are glowing red.
Is this where
What is this,
Oh my
Skyrim?
god!
we have to put Gioa down?
I'm going to push on the gauntlets to complete the look.
Yes, the gauntlets do nothing to the look.
I don't care. No, I mean like to complete the aesthetic of the helmet and the gauntlets. Not just the eyes that are now glowing red.
You
And
are
then-
still yourself, right? You're not talking and you sound like a demon or something.
Nope, sounds exactly the same.
So I just walk out of
Okay.
the room and I just say,
It's
I
just
found these. How do I look?
bright glowing red eyes.
Yeah, I'm gonna ready my weapon. Red eyes is not a good sign.
Gioa, are you there?
Yes, lie.
Can he take the
You
helmet off?
scares me.
Okay.
Like, can he actually physically take the helmet off?
I try and take the helmet off.
Comes off easily. The eyes go back to their normal colour.
Put it back on because I don't
Right.
trust Evelyn to not steal it from me.
Cylon
I was gonna
eyes
say, why
light
don't
up
you-
again.
Why don't you leave the helmet off until we can like
Time to
inspect
give-
what it's doing?
Time to give Gioa a lecture. Gioa, did I ever tell you about the time that I tried on a magic item and I turned into a woman and couldn't take it off?
About 3 or 4 times.
I think
Yeah. What if that has happened to you? Don't put on random magic items before they're identified, for fuck's sake!
okay, I'll make sure not to do that next time. But these are amazing.
Okay. Nothing else in there. You've gained the contents of the chest. You've searched around the room. Nothing else that you can see in there.
So should I add that stuff to the my inventory?
A shiny red eye helm. And gauntlets that make you feel stronger. You don't know exactly what they are. You just have an idea of what they do. It's nice to share, isn't it, guys?
Yep.
Right, so...
Never D&D with kids,
I
unless
guess
you're all
we
kids.
should. I guess...
Sparky,
Yes?
I think I'm gonna have to leave because I'm feeling a little bit ill.
Yeah, that's fine. No worries.
Yeah.
Is it bothering you that much?
No, I legit have a feeling of about to throw up, so...
Okay, yeah, we don't want any of that rubbish.
Yeah, so, see you next time.
Yeah, you chill out,
Right,
take
see you
rest up,
wisely.
feel better soon.
Thank you. Bye.
Layos. Right. I am now Wisely and Malketh.
Belmore and Malketh, yeah.
Yeah, that too.
Right, so
I am
off
now
to that
Psychwave
boss room
and
then.
Felmore. Yep, if that's what you want to do. Okay, stepping outside of this room. Turn to your left. See the door in front of you. Who's opening? I'm guessing Harrison.
Okay then.
Well, I thought you wanted to go there, so it's entirely up to you. If you don't want to open it, you can leave that to somebody else.
If you don't want to open it, I will, because I have glowing red eyes, and that's a very good idea.
Go
I
on.
mean, I don't see...
Yeah,
we've encountered undead. I don't see how that would work on undead beings. Maybe, humanoid beings, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. I'll leave it to someone else. Decide that.
Alright, so are you gonna do it, Harrison, or shall I?
Just stand at the ready, just in case.
Alright. I open the door.
Okay. Swing the door open. Have you got your flame back out again? Gio was there, flame in hand, casting some light. You don't know. As you open the door, you can see at the other side there's two little alcoves with rusty chainmail curtains, and you can, due to the age and wear, some of these curtain strings, for want of a better word, have snapped off, and what you can see behind them is a wooden bench with a hole cut in the centre. You're pretty sure you've got a good idea what these are for.
Toilets.
There's two toilets, or two privies, behind this door. Behind these chainmail curtains. Yeah, two poopers.
Okay.
Anybody need a poop?
Well,
That's
I mean,
Charming.
okay then.
so moving on. Where to next? Where's where we head out of the room and then
Suppose it's back down the stairs and look around what we haven't seen downstairs.
Well,
Yeah.
the original stairs you came up, as you remember, because it was only about, half an hour ago to an hour tops, not a whole week ago. To the right was the corridor which led you to these rooms. To your left was another set of stairs which went back down in a different direction.
We're heading that way then.
Right. So if we go down in a different direction then.
yeah, I'll let you you lead the way because this is quite a big area and I'm not
Clanky.
good at I'm not good at visualizing and sort of directions in my head.
Right.
I would need a written down map and I couldn't draw one myself. So you
But
lead
with
the
my
way.
description, you probably couldn't.
Right, so we'll head back down the stairs that go the opposite direction then.
Yep, no problem. So, the stairs head down. These are wider than the single stairway that brought you up there in the first place. About 10 feet wide, so 2 or 3 of you can easily walk next to each other as you're heading down these stairs. And they're pointed south and they turn to the right. So they turn eastwards. And then once you get to the bottom, there's a corner which again turns around to the right. So you're now pointing north, which leads into this wide open room. On your right hand side, just in front of you to the right by about 10 feet, you can see a dark soot stained fireplace. The stench of death still hangs heavy in the air of this dusty, what you can now see, pillared hall. There's a deep alcove in the south wall to your left, which contains a dais atop which rests a limestone throne, flanked by granite statues of dwarf warriors. Between the throne and the fireplace is a hallway with the stairs which you have come from, and there are 4 pillars across the central area of this room.
This seems like a room where we should investigate.
I have an idea, but I'm not sure if it'll do anything.
What's your idea?
As I'm wearing the helm and the gauntlets, I want to sit on the throne and see if that does anything.
Go ahead.
So
Why not?
I walk up to the throne and I sit on it. Okay, I'm gonna die.
Dear me.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna die.
So,
So,
I
just to
give you permission
recap,
to loot my corpse.
what did you say
Understandably.
what the hallway was between the throne and...
The stairs.
the fireplace. Fireplace on the right. If we're looking at it from where you guys are, you're in the
Yeah.
bottom right-hand corner of this room, leading out to this hall which stretches all the way to the left-hand side, which is where you can see this alcove where this dais and the throne is. On your right-hand side is this fireplace,
Uh-huh.
and then there's pillars down the central area of this room which stretches to your left.
Right.
So it's like, how far? From front to back, about 20 feet in front of you, and then stretches away further down, quite a far way to your left.
Right.
And the throne seems to be right in the center of it.
Okay.
So, what are you guys doing as Gioa wanders over to the throne?
I'm looking around the room and seeing if there's anything that I can find.
Okay, so as Gioa makes his way to the throne, walks up to it, turns around to sit down, you hear right behind you, and this claw streaks out from behind the throne to have a slash at you. This giant hulking ghoul, bigger than any of the rest of them you've seen, was lurking behind the throne, and it slashes out at you with a surprise attack. So let me just get this set up ready. And we got some fun stuff happening.
So, at a rough guess then, if we're still in the corner of the room where we entered, and he's on the throne, how far away are we?
At a rough guess, you're talking about 20 or 30 feet ish.
Okay, no problem.
So we can get to them in one turn, that's good.
Is it you want us to roll initiative?
Wait. I have to edit all these now because I had them set up for no Felmore, but now I have to add Felmore in. It's easy. It just takes me a second or two. And
Roll now, 'cause I can't.
yeah, you can roll now. Right, the rest of you, roll for your initiative. This attack is going first.
I swear, if everyone gets better than a 16, I am going to leave. Oh my god.
That's a bit good, that, isn't it? Right, so Malketh.
Just gonna nip off for a pee and all.
Did man
Well,
roll?
you can take your turn and then you can
Yeah.
say that again.
Did man roll? I can't tell if it did or not. It's been really weird.
I didn't see it come up on D&D.
Let me have a
No.
look. No.
I don't know what's happening to D&D Beyond. Like when I tick to our
Have you logged out? You haven't logged out, have you?
No, I tick dice rolling and it deactivates itself.
Oh, that's weird.
It doesn't let me roll.
I got a 14.
I'm going to say, if you want to get your... Yeah, if you want to get them, then...
Oh, that's a
Yes.
nat one. That's the 4.
Oh, dear. Oh, everybody else is rolling... Everybody else is rolling terribly. So, 4 for you. Gioa, what was yours?
16.
16 and 14 for Carlton, was it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes!
And for once, I rolled quite low for everything else. So... Yeah, so this big guy... let me just... Like I say, looks bigger than the rest of them. As if big, stocky, well-built dwarf now ghoul immediately goes and lashes out at Gioa with its claws. Oh my days!
God damn it, that's a nat 20.
Yeah, does
I'm very dead.
does a nat 20 hit?
Yeah.
That's a shame for you.
I am
Why
very
can't you
dead.
move that out of the way? And that is 12 points of damage from the immediate strike from behind
I am on full
as this
health.
thing claws out
See, it's only on like 16, wasn't you?
at the indiscipline of youth, wandering away from the party.
Ouchies.
Right, so now we are into initiative order while I just set the battlefield for you guys. So, Harrison, if you just want to think about what you are doing while Gioa bleeds.
To death.
Or should I say, if Harrison, if you want to let me know what you are doing, and Gioa, you think about yours, because you'll be up next after this.
Right, well, I will be moving up to mob, and I'm obviously going to attack it.
Okay, yeah, you should be able to do that easy. Let me just sort these out, because that's more like it for that side. Just try to figure this out for what I've got. There we go. Just trying to get it all built ready for you. Actually, so this can be the stairway where you guys come into it. Right, I've got more cave bits around here. Oh, would you look at that? I've got a throne all set up there and everything.
It's like you knew this was going to happen.
Yes, I know. All at the same time. But I must admit, I am glad I've made more of these dungeon tiles for this happenstance. Even though I'm going to have to pull some bits apart. There we go. I'll be with you momentarily.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Okay, so you're moving your way towards this thing. So yeah, you'll make it up to there. So this, you've got Gioa stood in front of the throne.
So I didn't even get to sit on it.
No, because as you tried to sit, the creature just took a swipe at you instantly. So you didn't even get to sit down
Damn.
before it tried to carve your throat out, for want of a better word.
Yeah, I came on, I figured out what script what I'm doing.
Okay, so what you... So Harrison, you are now up to this creature. What is your plan?
Well, the usual. Fancy footwork and attack it with my rapier.
Okie dokie. Right. Make your attack roll. While I try and get some more bits and pieces.
20. It's a
Yep.
dirty 20.
Dirty 20, that is a hit. Obviously.
Oh, 9 damage.
9 points of damage.
Yep.
But obviously, it is in contact with Kiowa.
So you get.
So you do get your sneak attack damage. That
And
is-
that's another 5.
Another 5 points of damage. So
And
as
then
you
as-
dig your rapier into its side, doesn't see you coming. So you slash at the beast and stick it just through its ribs, doing a little bit of extra damage in the process.
And then bonus, I'm gonna hit it with a second one. Or an
Go for it.
extra 12 damage.
Did you hit it yet?
No, that isn't
Oh,
damage. That's to
sorry,
hit.
that's to hit. Sorry.
Oh, right, okay.
You took your 12 to hit is 12 damage.
Right. Just trying to find another wall if I can. You are. No.
Oh.
There we go. So you say that was a 12 to hit?
Yeah.
Yep, 12 hits.
Right. So that's another 7 points of damage.
Okay. So how much was that altogether?
Oh, shit.
Many.
Can't remember. Did 5 for the sneak attack,
Mm-hmm.
7 for the bonus.
Boom, here we go.
And I think it was only 9 for the first one.
Yeah.
So here is the battleground ahead of you. So we have Big Bad behind here. We have Gioa.
Dying.
Where's your painted up? There you go.
I painted this myself, so.
So stood there. Harrison, come around the side, stab at it. You've got Carlton having a wander around here. There's Felmore, Evelyn, and Malketh just coming into the room over this side. Right. There, I'm with it now. So 9, 5, and 7.
Yeah.
It's 21 then, yeah? Oof. So yeah, with that, 251. Nope. That. This guy is. You've taken a good chunk of that out of it. I ain't gonna lie. It's looking a bit rough already after those first few hits. Right, can you see that well enough down there? Do I need to zoom in a bit more? Makeshift wall in that bottom corner there as well. Just bring that across. There we go. How's that looking?
That's fine.
Yeah.
It's even better on a bigger screen.
So yeah, that's how it's looking right now. So, Gioa, you're up.
Okay.
Very, very badly hurt right now.
So yeah, I just imagine after being hit, I'm just screaming and waving my arms around, and then that summons a saber-toothed tiger.
You're summoning in a saber-toothed tiger.
Yes, with Hunter and
Of course you are. Of course you are. Just the one?
so I can only do the one.
Okay, so.
So it's challenge rating of 2 in that song. Oh my god. Oh no, that's a saber-toothed pug.
As you're screaming and writhing in pain, near to death, you summon in this saber-toothed pug to come and aid you in battle. Where do you want it?
That's
So now
good.
I'm going to summon it 20 feet away from the ghoul.
20 feet away from the ghoul. Okay, so in what direction? Because you got Harrison over here. Blocking a little bit. It depends if you want to try and move or not, but if it's 20 feet away, then you're talking about here, next to this pillar. Okay, but what's the range on the summon?
So the range is 60 feet.
Okay, that's fine, yeah.
And this has, so if the tiger moves at least 20 feet.
Does it have its own initiative?
Actually, yes, it does. So
Yep.
so it's add dexterity.
Yeah.
That's an 8.
Dexterity modifier, so 8.
So
So
8 initiative for me.
the it'll go after Felmore.
And then I'm just gonna run as far away from the thing as I can.
You gotta run?
Actually, no, because then
Attack
Okay.
of
yeah, it would get an
opportunity.
attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
So I'm going
I
to
will
have to
come and save
stay
you.
here.
You're gonna stay there. Okie dokie.
If you just stay next to me, I can negate damage with interception, so I'll charge in next to you on my turn.
So that's the fireplace there.
And also, can you heal me?
I can heal you a tiny bit, but I've got 5 HP of lay on hands left and I'm
There you
out
go.
of spells. So,
It's better
not
than,
much.
It's better than being on 4 health.
So that's the fireplace just behind you, over here. So I can point that
But
out.
yeah, 9 is better than 4.
Okay, is that your turn?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Summoning the saber-toothed pug.
Just accidentally doing it because I was screaming and flailing my
That's your saber-toothed pal from now on. Is that same stats? It's just that's the saber-toothed mini that I have. Okay, right. Next up, we have Carlton.
okay then. Let me. Okay, I'm gonna charge in next to Gioa, and I'm gonna attack this thing.
Okay, so you're gonna interpose yourself between Harrison and Gioa.
Yeah, as
Basically
long as I am next to Gioa or within 5 feet of him.
Did I have any movement left? Because if I did, I would have took a step back.
Yeah, to be fair, you probably... Yeah, you'd have had at least half your move.
Oh well, just have a step back so that anybody wants to get in, they can get in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
so my tiger definitely needed that.
So yeah,
Okay, right, here it goes. Right, first sword attack.
You
Is
step in the void.
a 22 to hit.
22 definitely hits.
Yep. And right, let's get my D8 out. Where is it? There you are. Okay, damage. And that is 9 points of damage.
Okay.
Second attack is a 18 to hit.
That's a hit.
And that does 11 points of damage.
Well, I suppose you better finish it off then.
Alright. So what I do then is I charge in, and as I'm charging, I'm shouting, "Leave Kiowa alone!" And then
Your
I
robot
just
voice.
I was gonna say.
oh,
There was
did
some
that
mic
sound-
distortion
No,
then.
it was extremely robotic.
Okay, leave Kiowa alone. Is that better?
Yeah, that was better, yeah.
And then I kind of go for I do one slash cuts his legs down, the second cuts his head.
Okay,
and
so yeah.
And then I flip my sword and I sheathe it and I take a bow.
Okay, so as you charge in, shield held up in one arm, sword arm behind you, you just slash down across its thighs and it collapses down in front of you, sort of bows, and as it bows, you just bring your sword arm back and straight through the back of its neck, and its head just rolls off in the direction of Saber Pug. And it just bleeds out from the neck stump at your feet as you bow while sheathing your sword. And just after this, you hear some scrabbling and shrieking from the direction of the fireplace.
Are we? Mice? Are we?
A mice? No, it's not mice.
Oh,
No, you're not out of you're not out of initiative.
I wish I could block that.
This is still in initiative
okay.
order.
Right,
So, as you hear and you see this thick plume of soot just drop from the fireplace and spill out into the first few feet of the room, you know, as if a sooty blockage has fallen down the chimney, just cascading it across the base of the fireplace. You see one ghoul dart out straight towards Malketh, shrieking as it does so. And it's gonna have a bite at her. And miss completely. So as it with a 1. So as it goes to
Hey.
bite, she dodges out of the way using monk skills, and it just bites the inside of its cheek. And you see it scream really hurt, because you know how much that hurts when you bite the inside of your cheek. And then another one dashes out straight towards Pugsley over there. To have a bite at it. And that is 16.
Yes, 16 hits.
16 hits, and that does 8 points of
Wait,
damage
wait,
to
wait,
Pugsley.
does it hit Gioa?
No,
the-
Pugsley.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I've decided to call it now. 8 points of damage to Pugsley.
That's good, now.
Do you know how much health Pugsley has?
I'm rolling it now.
Well, I mean, you can take the average there.
I know, but I'll
That means you adding it up. I mean, I could add it,
Yeah.
but that's... Oh, no, that's a manual entry. We'll do that again another time. Wait, I can... no, actually, I can add Pugsley. What's Pugsley's AC? 12. What's Pugsley's hit points?
52.
52. Speed?
40.
40. Initiative? It was 8, wasn't it? Yeah. And quantity? 1. So we'll add Pugsley onto this. Yay! Nice picture for Pugsley there. So that did 8 points of damage to Pugsley. So boom, down to 44 health now. I can track that, dude, you're alright. Okay, so as these guys dart out, you see another one streaking behind it. As they're all just... where's my... there it is. Yeah. This one heading for Harrison. And it's going to try and slash at you with its claws.
Right.
That is a 16 to hit.
Nah.
Okay. Another one darts out
Oh my god, how many things are there?
towards Felmore.
Jesus.
Trying to bite. And that's an 11. Which doesn't hit. And then... you see 3 more land in the base of the fireplace. It looks as if these guys have come from a bit further up. So they've travelled their max distance already. And they just emerge from this fireplace. Covered in soot, shrieking, hungry for flesh. Now it's Felmore. Now what do we think Felmore can do?
How many? It depends on. depends on how many slots. Depends on how many spell slots it's got.
As a fellow I can help.
2 first level and cantrips and 2 sorcery points.
Oh my god.
Yeah, do you wanna run Felmar, or how you think Felmar would work?
Yeah.
Okay, so Felmar now under attack from a ghoul right in front of him. Hot breath breathing into his face. The stench is overpowering. Disgusting, horrible, filthy creatures. Felmar is going to cast Firebolt. It's literally right in front of him. Because it tried to attack him.
Yeah, but then you'd have disadvantage because it's.
Oh, yeah.
So, the one attacking Malketh.
So he's going to Firebolt at the one attacking Malketh. Do you want to roll for that?
I can't.
Oh, okay. I'll do that then. So that is a 23 to hit, which hits 2d10. Jesus.
Yeah. Spellcasters were OP.
14 points of damage
God.
to... it was Malketh that got attacked first, wasn't it? So yeah, as this firebolt streaks the few feet from Felmar straight towards this creature, you see it hits its top left shoulder, just burns all the way up its neck and its face, and you just see this blackened skin crackling away as it shrieks out in pain. That was a big hit on one of these anyway. Anything else that Felmar can do?
No, probably not.
Okay. Sure? It's a reaction. So a reaction would have gone by now.
Ah.
So if anything damages, and it's a spell, it uses a spell level to
Oh,
do it.
okay.
Okay. Felmar done?
Yes.
Okay, Pugsley, you're up. Pugsley.
Oh, wait. So,
Pugsley is currently in contact with one of the creatures just behind his left leg.
Pugsley is going to bite that.
So Pugsley spins around as this creature slashes into his hindquarters and unleashes his canines and bites down onto it.
Does a 22 hit?
Yes, the 22 does indeed hit.
And that is 1d10 That is 10 damage.
10 points of damage as Pugsley bites down on the foul creature, grabbing its leg in his mouth and just shaking. You can see the flesh starting to tear from its thigh as it bleeds out. Pugsley hanging on. Yeah, cool. Malketh next. God, we're getting through all the NPCs now, aren't we? So Malketh is just gonna pummel into this guy that's in front of her.
Don't you mean DNPCs?
DMPs. Yeah. Actually, what Malketh may do is, if you guys think it's a good idea, as there are 4 ghouls lined up right in front of her, gonna let go a breath of the dragon, indeed. But I'll let you guys decide on what type
Fire.
of breath.
Fire.
So fire. So as this creature swings in, she takes a step back, dodges out of its way. Deep breath, and then you just see these flames cascade from her mouth as she raises it. Raises it. I'm good at describing things, aren't I? As she widens her mouth and all these flames spew forth, cascading, funnily enough, back towards the fireplace, hitting all 4 of them. So that would be Dexterity saving throw. 2d6 damage on a fail. So let's just do the 2d6 to everybody. That's not bad. That's 8. So, first of all, the one right in front of Malketh. So that's a 14. So that one does make its save. And that was the one that was already injured by the firebolt. That one is looking rough right now. Burned all the way up across its neck and face by the firebolt, and now across the rest of its body. Singed and scorched a little bit. And the last 3 that reappeared. Number 1, that is fail, so that one takes the 8 points of damage as it takes the brunt of the flames as they course around it, crisping its flesh. That one passes, so that one takes 4 points of damage. And the final one, that one also passes its save. These guys are pretty nimble, considering the way they look. Emaciated, foul, covered in filth. So yeah, the other guys sort of step back from the flames, just singeing them a little bit. As we... and Malketh is just gonna sort of swing around a little bit to try and grab the range of the other guy as well. But she will spend a key point, if I can find where they are. Do we know where she keeps her key points? Ah, there we go. Do a flurry of blows. She wants to finish this guy off. Flurry, flurry, flurry of blows. Here we go. So, first one is rolling Malketh style. That's a 9. So she tries to swing at it, but as it's busy stepping away, reeling back from the flames of the firebolt and the fire breath, it just manages to luckily dodge out of the way. And the second fist comes in, crack, straight across the left-hand side of its head for a 21. And takes it down. As she swings out, you hear this sickening crack as it connects with its temple. And the life just goes from its eyes as it collapses, dies at her feet. Right, so that is the end of Malketh's go. Evelyn, you're up if you are still indeed awake.
Yep. Yes. Right. I'm in that doorway, aren't I?
Yes.
Right, we're gonna push through everyone.
Okay. Any particular direction?
We'll go to the left, so my straight forward, because I
Yep.
think I'm facing into the room. So straight
Yeah, you are.
forward.
So around here.
Yeah.
Move my hand out of the way. So that takes you about 20 feet, I would say.
Can I make it to the other side of Pugsley?
Other side of Pugsley, yeah? What, to attack the creature?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'll know you like your axes, don't you?
Yeah. That's
Yep.
why I've not got a bow and arrow of my new character for the homebrew. Actually, I think I might actually.
Oh, good lord.
Don't know.
Well,
No, you don't. You have your guns.
we'll see what you have.
Yeah. Right, I'm gonna hit with my hand axe.
Yep, roll to hit.
Oh, I keep trying to use D&D Beyond. That is 23.
That is a hit.
Has this one taken damage yet?
This one has already taken damage, yeah, as Pugsley is currently holding on to its left leg.
It's like a shoe toy.
7 damage.
How much?
7.
7 points. Is that both rolls?
Yeah.
That was terrible.
One of them was really good, one was terrible.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it's looking rough. You've got Pugsley holding onto one of its legs, and you've just come in with your axe and just carved it into its chest, leaving a gaping wound, dripping now with blood.
Okay, I'm gonna hit it again.
Go for it. So you grab your other axe, take a swing.
That is 14.
14 is a hit.
Oh, that's an 8.
8 points of damage.
Yep.
Okay, so you slice down on its neck and you just cut across the entirety of its neck, just spills open, and it's there just choking on its own blood as it falls dead at your feet. And Pugsley lets go, looking for another target, bleeding out onto the floor.
I just think that Pugsley would just rip off one of the legs and keep it in his mouth.
Yeah, but he doesn't.
Fine.
So, that brings us to... that one's dead, so never mind. We'll ignore that. Back to Harrison.
I am finished. I've still got attack. In me.
Okay, so that brings us back to Evelyn, who has no movement but still has an attack.
I could throw my hand axe.
Feel free.
So the one nearest to the fireplace.
Yeah, the one right in front of you. Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 24. That's 30 away, right?
Your bonus attack. I'm
Yeah,
assuming this is, yeah.
Yeah, I'm assumed it can be used. on my
You're
hand axe
you're
somewhere.
assuming, are we? Oh god, I've just destroyed the room. The earthquake has come back. Sorry, let's go with it. Let's say yes.
It's the very like the descriptions are very vague.
It's fine. I'm saying yes.
Okie-dokie.
Do it.
Right, that is a 23.
Okay, that is definitely a hit. Zool said evening, and I don't know what time Zool said evening, but evening, Zool, if you're still there.
Pretty much just now.
Oh, okay. Evening, Zool.
I was just looking through chat a few minutes ago.
I'm just tidying up the room because it's falling apart.
Yeah, quite half returned.
Yes. So
That
yeah,
is
that
an insane
that
4
was
damage.
that was how much damage?
4.
4.
Yeah.
Did you say 4?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Oh well, never mind. So, you flip the axe up, release axe, end over end, straight towards it. The creature tries to dodge out of the way, but as it dodges, it's the blunt end that manages to connect with its skull and just bounces off, leaving a sizable dent in its head as it just kind of shakes its head, looking for where to go and what to do next. Now is it Harrison's turn?
No.
Yeah.
Evelyn?
No.
Yeah?
Almost
Yeah.
two.
Yeah.
10 more
Okay.
actions left.
Harrison, you're up.
Right. So the one in front of me, I will take an attack with my rapier.
What are you gonna-
Anti-footwork as per.
Where are you going to take this
Hang on.
attack?
Have I even had a 10?
Yeah?
Yeah, you killed
You
the big
killed the
guy.
big guy.
Yeah. But since then, I haven't.
No, because
Yeah,
nobody
'cause
else.
No, because Harrison went first, and then Giowa,
Yeah, this
and then you.
Back to top of the round.
Okay. I get it. Okay, fair enough.
Chill.
Sorry, I just thought I was skipped out by.
No, don't worry. Don't worry. There was 7 ghouls in between you and the rest of the party that rolled really low on initiative. Just to point that one out.
Yeah, don't worry. We never forget the paladin. That literally was
The destroyer. Right, Harrison. Yes. One is
The
currently trying to claw at your
paladin.
back.
Yeah, the one in front of me.
Yep.
26 does it hit?
Behind you, but yeah, you spin around to face it, and now it is in front of you. 26
Yeah.
does indeed hit.
And that's 11.
11 points of damage. So as you spin around to face your attacker, you'll immediately just thrust your rapier, and you can see the point come out of the other side of its torso as you point it through, whipping it clear again for your next attack. No, you don't get sneak attack,
No, I
unfortunately, because
don't.
there's nothing
Yeah.
else.
Bonus action then is
Yep.
with the other one,
Go for it.
and that's rubbish. 10.
10. Unfortunately, this one misses. So as you pull your first one out, you go in for another one, and it just lunges in at you, and you just misjudge and completely whoosh, skewer behind it. But whip your rapier ready for another go. So you used your fancy footwork, but so you do have some movement if you want to.
No, because it'll get an opportunity attack. I might as well stay there.
That is why you use fancy footwork. So So you.
Well, there's no point, is there? Because
That's fine.
everybody else has got everything covered.
No, but that is the point of fancy footwork, that you can move away without it getting an opportunity attack.
Yeah.
I just thought the fact that you say it every turn, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Always, you just.
Well, you've got it into a habit now because you didn't when it started, but now you've got it into a fine art. So yeah.
Yeah, at this point, it's just like you say it, you don't even know what it does.
Right. Shut up, you cheeky little turd. Gioa, your turn.
Okay. Let me come out and have a look at the back.
It's right here.
Because this way I don't have to freaking drag out my headphones.
You're getting the same view as everyone else.
Right.
No.
I'll be back in a second.
Yeah, no
My
worries.
armor class is 18, by the way.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see that on the encounter.
So how far away is the one that is engaged with Paris?
About 15 feet. Hydrate. I wish I could. I've drunk it all. I think I've got a drop left. Let's see if we can do this. There we go.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Produce Flames on it.
Okie dokie. Go for it. Roll to hit.
That is 70.
So. Don't redeem sparks. Notify. No. I think I'm set to do that. So, as you bring your flame into your hand, you push it towards it with the other one, just sliding it off your hand, streaks towards it, hits, roll your damage.
So that is 7 and 6, so 13 damage.
13 points of damage. Okay, that's pretty good. So, you up
2d8 damage.
2d8 and you rolled well.
Yeah, I
It's always a bonus. So as you push forwards, angry, scared, painfully injured, the flame itself gathers heat as it's flying towards it, turns white hot, hits it in the face and just burns straight through to the other side. One empty skull as it falls backwards dead in front of Harrison. Nicely done. Anything else?
I'm still just screaming.
So you're just going to stay there for now? Because all those guys are over there. Yeah, that makes sense. Carlton!
Okay.
You're up. You're about 20 feet away from the action.
Right, how far am I away from Gioa? Because he needs protecting.
Gio is about within your 5-foot range, but all the rest of the ghouls are 20 feet away over the other side of the room. So you and Gio are there. Everything else is over here.
Okay. As tempted as I am to charge in, the little guy is on low HP and needs protection, so I am going to stay. I'm going to stay next to Gioa, and I'm going to use my remaining 5 lay on hands on him. So,
Okay.
that's the best I can do, I'm afraid, because that's the last of my lay on hands. I now have no magical abilities left. I've used them all. But
Can be a good dungeon crawl.
Yeah. So Gioa, you heal 5 HP,
Thank you.
and that's it.
You just
Oh
whip.
wait. No. That's an action. I've already used my action. Of course I have.
Yep.
No, that's it. I am my turn.
You whip around, ready to face if they come your way.
Yes.
Right. So.
Is it now the rules turn, or
That one died. I've only got 4 there, haven't I? I think that one died. Have I killed the wrong one? No, that one died. There we go. First 3 out died, and then next one's not. So, no, it's Ghouly Ghoul's turn. So the one trying to bite down on Felmore is going to have another go. Welcome back. He's going to try and bite again. He's just snapping and snapping and snapping with his teeth towards Felmore. Misses again. Rolls another 1.
Continues to bite its cheek.
This time it bites its tongue and you see the tip just fall off and land on the floor as it's slashing. Ravenous, this one. It's so ravenous for meat that it has no idea what it's doing and it just keeps fluffing its lines.
Yeah, constantly biting its cheek and its tongue. Reminds me of the baby.
Yeah, it does that a lot at the moment. This one here is just going to dart forward straight towards Malketh and try and slash at her with its claws.
Find some. Oh, there's some meat in my mouth. Let me eat that. Ah, I just bit my tongue.
Pretty much, yeah. So as it just lurches forwards, slashes at her, just cascades off her scales, snaps a few nails in the process, doing no damage. Next one over here. This one's going to lurch past its colleague towards Harrison. Try and bite you. I'm guessing you're back now.
Yeah.
And that is a 10, so that one misses as well. So as it tries to bite, you just manage to get your rapier up in time and it bites down on the metal of the blade. You can see some teeth snapping as it does so. This one's going to charge towards these guys. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And it just comes in contact with Pugsley. And it's going to have a slash with its claws at Pugsley. Just try and give it a bear hug. And that's an 8! So as it slashes, it just doesn't manage to get enough range and it sort of stumbles a bit and just slashes in front of Pugsley as he backs away.
He just casually walks off.
And that brings us to Felmore. So what's Felmore going to do?
So,
I thought I might have got this done quicker.
Felmore is going to use 2 sorcery points
2 sorcery points.
to use Quicken Spell
Yep.
to cast Firebolt
Okay.
and Magic Missile.
Firebolt and a magic missile.
Yes.
Right, well, Firebolt would be a little bit difficult from where you are at the moment. Due to cover and things. Magic missile's not going to be an issue, so if you want to get that one done out of the way first.
So Magic Missile on the one in front of him.
Yep.
We get to that.
What level?
First level. 'cause it's the
First
start.
level, okay. So I'll have to do that then, won't I? So 2 sorcery points, you say?
Yes.
The last 2 sorcery points that he's got.
And then 3 darts.
So that is a first level magic missile. 1, 2, 3 darts into the creature, slashing at him. So that's a 3, a 5, and a 2. So that's 10 points of damage as it just instantly holds out its hand and they just impact in his chest, burning through. So 10 points of damage to the guy attacking Felmore. So that's that.
Then could Felmore Firebolt when attacking Harrison?
It'd be with cover because Malketh is right there. So Malketh is literally in the line of sight for it, so it would have a bonus to its AC. If it did. I'd class it as half cover because it's sort of dodging and ducking out of the way.
No, let's just go with disadvantage and get the one from.
Okay, so Firebolt disadvantage at the one attacking Felmore. So would that be... Oh, that's just... Yeah. Disadvantage. So let's roll. See what he gets. I can't see what the other one is. That's 13. So that is a hit. So that then does... Oof. 7 points of damage. It was a terrible roll. So yeah, as the point blank range, you'd have thought it would be advantage, but no, it's disadvantage. As he just screams this bolt into where he flung the magic missiles. The creature reels, screams in pain as it burns into its flesh. Hanging on in, but it's looking rough.
It's like, do you know the reason it's disadvantage?
Yeah.
So point your finger at me as if you're casting it. That's why it's disadvantage.
Okay, right. Pugsley, you're up.
Okay, so Pugsley is just going to attack the one in front of him.
Yep.
A claw attack.
Go for it.
That is, okay, does a 25 hit?
Yes. You don't have to do that every time, you know.
Okay. So that is 2d6. So that's 9 damage.
9 points of damage. So Pugsley lashes out with his stunted dog claws. 9, did you say?
No, I think my math's wrong.
Wait, what
6
did...
plus 5, no, that's 11.
It's 11. 11 points of damage. So as it claws straight across the creature's belly, you can see not quite enough to open it up completely, but there's 3 heavy gouges inside its belly as it's bleeding out. Does it only get 1 attack?
Yeah, this one doesn't get multi-attack.
Okay.
But I mean, that's because it has pounds.
Alright, fair dues. So yeah, that creature is looking rough right now.
So yeah, pretty much pounds is its multi-attack.
And now that brings us to Malketh. Malketh facing off against these bad boys. He's gonna try and what was this one? I think it was that one. Then that one's yeah okay. So gotta try and slap this guy down. So Malketh, first attack, wants to get this over with quickly. Unarmed strike. Natural 20.
Yeah, baby.
So that. Oh, it's automatic on there. Oh my days!
Oh my
14 points of damage. So taking no nonsense, she just grabs it, headbutts it, and its skull just crushes brains all over the front of Malketh's head, and she just tosses it to one side.
Guess we're gonna need that bath from earlier.
Dead. Felmore is now free, not under attack anymore, but she's going to spend a key point and do a flurry of blows against the one in front of her. Try and get this one. Oh my days!
Oh my god!
Another natural 20.
Have you got loaded dice?
20s
You
in
got
a
loaded dice?
row. Amazing.
I mean, if you can load dice on D&D Beyond, please tell me. Oh, what?
Oh my god!
13 points of damage. So, dispatching the first one. She doesn't quite manage to dispatch this one with that hit, but takes it down to within a thread. So, once she finishes headbutting the first one, she just brings her claws up into her fist and right under its jaw, clawing all the way up.
Have you watched The Search for Grog yet? The live Crystal
No, I
World
haven't.
show? Okay, I won't say any more then.
Okay. And then, last hit. Oh, it's a 12. She's got a good bonus to hit. So as she claws up with her other hand, bringing her claws under its throat, she just brings her other fist down, top of its head, and straight through. Her claws of her left hand just go straight through the throat, pulling its face off, throwing it down on the ground as it falls down dead at her feet. I know she likes to finish things off in style, so I think that seems an appropriate way to do so. So that just leaves 2 remaining as she spins around, gets behind the one in front of Harrison. If we get to Harrison's turn, to make sure that Harrison has a flanking bonus with that attack. But now we're on to Evelyn. The creature in front of you and Pugsley is looking rough.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna hit it with an axe, I think.
Oh, I didn't tweet out. That was a stupid maneuver, wasn't it? Yeah, well, that's cool. Oopsies.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna hit it with the axe.
Okay, so Evelyn lines up her axes, hefts them. Just one, because she's tossed one.
Oh yeah, I forgot that. Hang on, and it's stuck in this one.
No, it
The one
Not on the
across
floor.
room.
it blunt smacked it on the head and fell to the floor.
I might as well use my great axe then.
I was gonna say, you can just use the great axe.
Yeah, might as
Okay.
well.
Go for it.
Right, that was 19.
19 is a hit.
Alright, D12. Oh gosh, where's that one hiding?
Is it plus anything?
What was that?
What do you mean? That was with the plus.
No, I mean the damage.
1d12 plus 2.
Okay. Go for it.
That's 6.
6. Yeah. You just heft your axe over your shoulder, bring it down right into the top of its head as it splits its face in half, slides off your blade, collapses at the floor, dead in front of you.
Nice.
Dead as a doorknob.
So there is one left. You can get into melee
Yeah,
with
can I
it.
get to it?
Yep, you skirt round behind Pugsley, slip round into it. Unfortunately, you've got the wrong angle for you to get flanking bonus,
That's fine.
but you can still try and hit the damn thing.
Okay.
Let's bring the great axe down on it then.
Okay.
I can just imagine Evelyn charging great axe at the
That is
getting
an
ready
8.
to cast.
As you fervently charge towards this thing, you try and swing around. It ducks underneath. Malketh just backs away as this great axe comes swinging towards her face, and it just ting, rings off the pillar right next to you, vibrating in your hand. Yeah, you missed that one. Don't know if you picked up on that.
Yeah, I gathered that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Um,
like, okay, now what? Now I got like 12 damage.
Unfortunately, you don't get a bonus attack for that one.
Okay, so I'm reading extra attack, and it just says instead of once, whenever you take the attack action on you attack twice instead of once whenever you take an attack action. Doesn't
Yeah, and you've done that.
specify dual wielding.
Yeah,
I get-
you've done that.
I get 2 attacks per action.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
is that
you're not
coming
using. You what?
Is that going from to there? Because it just says it multiple times on the sheet, so it just confuses me a little bit.
What attacks per action?
Yeah, it says
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
So is that?
So you've had your one action for your 2 attacks. Now you've got a bonus action if you want, and your bonus action is your 2 weapon fighting.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
technically, you could have 3 attacks per turn.
Come on, experienced
I
DM.
know, I don't use this sort of stuff. It confuses me.
Okay,
That's
dokie.
why I like to double check.
Okay, that's all good.
There we go. Yeah, that's that's me done then.
Cool. Harrison, you're up.
Right then, the usual fancy footwork with the rapier.
Yep, go for it. You get advantage on this one because you are flanking. Never mind. But roll again anyway, just in case.
I will do. What is it?
Just a straight roll. Straight roll.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have just clicked attack again. It would have been fine. We'll go with the 16. We'll go with the
Yep.
16. So you hit, yes. So do your
Yep.
damage. 10 points of damage
That's
plus
10.
your sneak attack. Okay. Get it dead.
Okay,
18
let's-
damage in one hit. That's not bad.
Yeah.
What?
For a row.
Nice.
Harrison's
So-
OP in all the tactics.
So I just take out the sword, wiggle it round in the air, stick it through, pull it out, and stick it straight through its eyeball.
Okay, so you stab it once into the chest. As you whip out, blood fountains out at your feet. You take it back as it's staring at you, shrieking. You just poke straight through the eye, comes through the back of the head. and it's just frozen in place, mouth
And
still
then
open
just
in a
shake it
silent shriek, and you just one push, toss it off, slides off the blade, you flick the blade, clean as a whistle. It's magic after all, and it just collapses dead between you and Malketh and Evelyn. So as the room falls silent, everything dead, bleeding out on the floor, soot and grime and muck, and the smell is back. I think we'll take a quick break because I need a pee. I don't know about anybody else. I know Harrison probably doesn't because, you know, you went anyway. But I do because I didn't realise what time it had got to already. So quick break and we'll be right back and we'll see where it takes us after this.
Okay.
Laters.
Laters indeed.
We can show what we have that is the number.
That's pretty good.
Some great weapons out there in the world.
My favorite homebrew subclass is anime swordsman on D&D Beyond. Yeah, anime swordsman made me laugh a lot. Have you seen it yet? Okay, where is it? Where's the homebrew stuff? Hey, hang on a minute.
Right. I'm back.
Yo.
Have you seen the stuff for in the chat? Ideas for weapons for a homebrew.
I'm gonna go with no before I even look.
You might like them.
So Liam, you'll love this.
He's gone for a pee.
I was going to tell him about the anime swordsman fighter subclass and the homebrew section of D&D Beyond. It's hilarious.
I would save that till later. Purely because we ain't got much time, and I don't know how much we want to get done before the end.
Yeah.
He's off tomorrow, so if you link it in the chat, I'm sure he'll
Yeah.
put his thoughts towards it. The fried chickenizer. Oh, April Fools. This content is not designed for use in regular games. Funny that. It may affect
Yeah.
overall balance and gameplay. Take caution when using this material. Oh, really? Why is that then?
Still worth a look.
That map in the background looks like it's been done on Incarnate. I recognise those trees.
I recognise that one tree there.
It looks like it's done really well though.
I think the banana sword could be quite balanced.
Anyway.
I keep imagining you're saying Banana Song, which is a song I do with Nursery and Reception.
Right. The party is...
Well, actually, not just Nursery and Reception, I do it with all my kids.
The party is back. He's back in the room. I take it we're all here. Cool. Everything lies dead, bleeding on the floor at the moment. You're in the throne room, big hall, pillars throughout. What do you want to do?
I think we should pile up the corpses in the middle of the room and ask Eeyore if he wants to set fire to them.
That was
Before you
sting.
can ask me, I just collapse on the floor. And
Shame.
Pugsley catches me.
How long does Pugsley last for?
An hour.
Pugs
Okay.
got arms.
No, like he just runs over and catches me on his back. And I'm just gonna lay on Pugsley's back for as long as he lasts.
Okay.
Does that mean when Pugsy goes, you'll just fall to the floor anyway?
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
So yeah, I'm
So.
just on Pugsley now.
Were you carrying the chest with you?
No, because we got it open.
Yeah.
Oh, you did, didn't you? Yeah. I forgot about that.
And I got my gauntlets of strength, my strong gauntlets, and my glowy eye helm.
Yeah, that's right.
Has nobody got any healing spells left?
Nope.
Let's have a look. I've got 2 spell slots left. Who needs healing the most?
Does
Gioa
that-
has spell
I-
slots.
I'm fine. It's just I've got a healing potion left. I can give it to Gioa if he wants.
Gioa
it.
has spell slots.
I am going to
Yes.
cast Cure Wounds on myself at second.
Right.
2d8. So that is 40.
Okay, 14 points of healing, so that brings you back to 23, doesn't it? So, not bad now.
Okay.
I'm still just laying on Pugsley.
Pugsley's, you know, limping a little bit from the slash in his back leg. Right. What are you gonna do?
Right. So you said there was a corridor. Oh yeah. Evelyn.
No, you're in a large hall,
Yeah.
if you remember from the battlefield.
Evelyn, have you still got your spell up that can detect
Magic.
the pick up things?
Oh yeah, I can do it again. I
I
think.
never actually.
Has it run out?
Yeah, I can do
Cost-
it again.
Cost a spell slot, isn't it?
See what would happen.
Use your action to expend 1 spell point. Yes, I should be able to do it again as long as I got spell slots, right?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it lasted an hour or something like that.
It lasts a minute.
Oh.
1 minute per spell,
Oh.
slot, so I
If you
can
want
use
to
it
keep your
again.
spell slot, then it doesn't matter.
It's fine because all I can really do at level 1 is either detect magic, speak of animals, or cure wounds. So I think it's not where I can do. So I'll use 1.
So no,
Yeah.
I don't need to use any healing spells. It'll be fine.
No, it'll be fine. Yeah, I use Primal Awareness again then.
Okay, so just list me the things again.
Aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fears, fiends, and undead. It's pretty much anything.
Pretty much anything hostile.
Anything, but not beasts, am I right?
Yeah, it depends, because some base classes multiple things.
You're not picking up anything anymore.
Yay! Let's go home. Oh, does this mean there's a beast lying around somewhere?
Probably. I'm going to just whisper in Pugsley's ear. Take me up to the throne. I need to sit on it.
Do you remember when we was coming through, Gila?
Yas.
The room where I put all the arrows down, there's that giant, like, cavern in there. Have we been to there yet? Or did that loop around to where we've already been?
You didn't go through that tunnel.
I've got a feeling there might be something in there.
But yeah, I'm gonna just sit on the throne again.
Okay.
See if anything happens.
It's a nice chair. Bit uncomfortable, but you know. It's a dwarven throne, so it's not built for comfort.
So, should we maybe head back around that way?
Okay,
See what
nothing happens. Then I'm going to ride Pugsley over to the fireplace
Mm-hmm.
and use my wand of secrets to see if there's a hidden door behind it.
Not picking up anything.
Okay, cool.
But now you've got time to actually have a look around the room. There are a few doors which lead out of here. Right opposite the throne room, in the northern wall, there's a double door, which is right in the centre of the room on the northern wall. Either side of the double door, there is a smaller door. And opposite the fireplace, at the other side of the hall, is another double door.
Let's try the double doors first.
Which one?
Both of them at the same time.
Yeah, let's split the party.
So we're in the same room still. It's not when we're opening doors at once.
You've already split the party here once, haven't you?
Yeah.
So yeah, let's open them both at once and see what happens.
Yeah.
Well,
We could
check
open
with
all
everyone
doors.
else, see what everyone else thinks first.
I'll
Yeah.
take the middle one. If everyone else is joining me, then I'm taking the middle one with Pugsley.
What do you two think?
Yeah, we'll do them one at a time.
Oh,
Okay.
sounds sensible.
Let's get these doors open then.
Okay, so the ones opposite the throne.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as you swing them open, it just looks like a small corridor, about 15
Dog
feet
hit my
wide.
desk.
What?
My dog hit the metal bar of my desk.
About 15 feet wide, 20 feet further on. Arrow slits lining the walls on either side of this corridor. And then another double door at the end of the corridor.
So more doors. More doors.
They're obsessed with doors, aren't they, these dwarfs?
Yeah, there's a lot of rooms in this place, put it that way.
More dwarves.
Oh my days. That one was terrible. Not gonna lie.
Okay, let's go open the second pair of double doors.
What, the new ones in front of you?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not hearing any disagreement, so
No.
you pad your way down to the next set of doors, push them open, and it opens up into the courtyard where you had your first battle.
Yay.
So as you're looking out into the courtyard, you can see all the bodies and the broken and the dead ghouls down at the floor. On the right hand side, there's the set of doors that Evelyn and Gioa came through. On the left side, there's a closed set of double doors, and in front of you is the main part where you came through the portcullis and bashed down those front locked barred doors. So there's a set to the far left hand side of the courtyard that have not been opened yet. And all the ones further back in the throne room.
Let's close the throne.
Yeah.
So now let's do the smaller doors.
Okay, so back in the throne room, opposite the throne, you've got your door to the right of the Corridor and door to the left of the corridor that you'd just gone through.
Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Okay, we're going to the left.
Okay.
I did eeny, meeny, miny, moe.
So as you open up the door, you can see two of these large ballista pointing towards the arrow slits that you saw in the corridor. Same as the ballista you saw in the room you crawled through before, equipped with 5 bolts, but not loaded. Apart from that, looks otherwise empty.
I just realised something.
Yes.
Townie, with your ability, does it say is Fey creatures on there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then that means you would have picked up Pugsley.
Oh yeah. You picked up Pugsley.
Because he is a face.
Or should I say, you picked up a signal.
You summon Fey spirits to take the form of a beast. So yeah, Pugsley's a face.
You picked up a signal, but it didn't feel oppressive.
Felt like a pug with big teeth.
Anyway, so yeah, this looks like a guard post, currently empty.
Okay, now let's go to the right.
Okay. So as you open this door, looks similar to the other room, but the gnawed bones, torn armor fragments and rusty battle axes of 2 dead dwarf guards lying in the middle of the room. It looks as if these guys had been trapped, killed, and then eaten.
No, you can't have the bones, Pugsley.
If we use rusty weapons, is there a chance we can give enemies tetanus?
I was just thinking
As a
that.
bonus attack.
I was just thinking that.
You don't know.
Oh, that just came up.
Okay, let's test it out.
That's
Let's test it out. Hits Evelyn with the axe.
Nope.
You're not sure without testing. But as they are rusty, they might not be very useful as a long-term weapon.
Yeah.
I mean, if you've
Just an
played
idea
Breath
that
of the
popped
Wild,
into my head.
ching. So yeah,
Right.
this one, apart from 2 dead dwarf guards, empty.
Okay, now let's go open the second set of doors.
Far left-hand side,
Yes.
on the western wall. Okay, so as you head towards these ones, you swing the doors open. Your flame, I'm guessing, casting light inside the room. In the middle of this room, you can see a carved stone dining table. It's about 15 feet long, 5 feet wide, flanked on either side by a pair of equally long wooden, fairly solid-looking benches. Above the table, there are 2 iron chandeliers hanging from the roof of the room. The candles just dripping down with the wax just melting and hanging down like stalactites. Yeah, getting used to this now.
Yes.
The way I remember it is stalactites hang tight to the ceiling.
Yes, that's how I remember it.
Come from the ground.
I learned
Geography
that.
level. Woo!
I've told you the better way.
Wait, geography
Tights come
anywhere?
down so you might go up.
Yeah.
I learned that in year 3. Wait, when was my first
I don't-
residential? Was it like year 4?
What,
Year
you
4 or
you
year
learn
3?
tights come down so you might go up in year 3? Wow.
No, when was my first residential?
I don't know. And at this moment, we're arguing semantics over some mites and tights.
Yeah, because I learned that in
While he
year
carries
4.
on.
You learned it in A level.
North of the seating area is a sooty fireplace. No, Sweep and Sue are not there. And an alcove containing a rough-hewn pit that descends from the floor of the room. So it's opened up. Big square room, dining table in the middle, bench on either side. To the north you've got this fireplace, and to the left of that, right in the corner, is this pit which just drops away.
I'm gonna sit on one of the benches and then send Pugsley to go investigate the fireplace by like pushing the back of it, looking up the top.
Nothing happens. He tries to push on it. Nothing happens. Looks up. And he looks up.
Okay. Then I just whistle for him to come back.
Go and investigate this pit then.
Okay. So, looking down the pit, are you using either your dark vision goggles or the light cast from Gio's flame?
Both.
You can see it. It goes down quite far. At this range, you can see to about maybe 60 feet down there, and it's just blackness at the bottom. Looking around the sides of this pit, it looks as if it would fit somebody down there. It looks possibly like there are handholds and footholds in the corner if somebody did want to attempt to climb down there.
Hell no.
Maybe I should send Pugsley down there. Is he too big?
It doesn't look suitable for a beast to climb down it. Maybe something with opposable thumbs and
Want me
arms
to
and...
go down and have a look?
Makes Pugsley into monkey.
Yeah,
I mean, I'd love for you to go down and have a look.
go on, you got. Should we tie rope around you just so we can pull you back if need
Yeah.
be? Fine.
So tie it around Harrison and then tie it to Pugsley
Yeah.
at the other end.
Yeah, we'll tie rope around Harrison then, and we can pull him back up with speed if need be.
Yeah, I just tie the other end around Pugsley.
Okay.
Oh,
Right.
Shucks is
If,
good one.
are you heading down the pit?
I am.
Okay.
Pugsley has like 1 point less of
How long's
strength
this
than-
rope?
It's 50-foot rope, I believe, for rope. That's
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Make an athletics check. Or acrobatics, your choice.
Oh, acrobatics, definitely. That's a good job, because that's a 10.
Oh my god.
A 10. Ooh.
I had a +7.
So, as you are climbing down with the rope attached, climbing, about 10 feet down. You can maybe see the bottom now. 20 feet. Oh yeah, it's getting a bit closer. 10. No. 30. 40. 50. You're about 10 feet off the bottom when the rope pulls tight around your waist.
Should we tie another rope to this
I
rope?
was gonna say, I have an extra 50 feet if you want to tie it.
There we go. Fixed.
I hand
Okay.
over my extra 50 feet of rope.
What, you-
100-foot rope.
Tying it to the rope and then tying it to Pugsley.
Yes.
Okay, so you get down to the bottom, and as you do so, you feel the rope go slack and it just... You look around. Pugsley's gone.
Has it been an hour already?
Been about an hour. You've been out exploring rooms and
Oh my
opening
God,
doors
Pugsley
and going
just
down
disappeared.
corridors.
Can we make a reaction to try and grab the rope before it goes?
Make a dexterity check.
Wasn't everyone else holding on to it as well? Or was it just
You said it was
Pugsley?
just tied. You said it was just tied around Pugsley.
Oh my god, I thought everyone else was grabbed.
That's a 5.
This rope's going.
As well.
Yep, go for it.
So is that,
Dexterity, acrobatics, whichever.
so, that's 60.
Yeah. So as this rope's just disappearing over the edge, you manage to grab hold of it. Just the last 5 feet in your
Carlton,
hands.
help!
Coming! I got
Meanwhile,
you.
Thank you!
as this rope is disappearing down, you're on the bottom of this pit. And what you see down there, with your limited vision, there's just loads of mouldy animal bones and refuse and just slime and just what looks like years old discarded meals. There's mold, lichen, algae. It looks like a health hazard down here. It's like a bin that's not been emptied in about 50 years.
And there's no... It's just a round pit, there's no...
Just a round pit,
exit,
yep.
but-
No exit down the bottom. It's just one giant bin.
Is there a rancor down there?
No, but it smells a bit rank.
Right, so I'll I'll either shout up, pull me back up, and I'll start climbing back up then.
Okay. Make
Hurry up, it stinks down here.
make another acrobatics check with advantage. I should have done that first time. For having the rope.
Woo!
Makes sense.
Yeah.
24.
Yeah, that'll do it. So yeah, you hand over hand, get yourself up there with ease, using the rope to help you climb back up again. Your feet are now covered in filth from
Right, so
being stood at the
just
bottom
tell
of this place.
Everybody that there's nothing down there but dirt and grime and rotting food and bones and shit. And
So it's a poop hole as well.
yeah.
Technically no, but we'll go with it.
I mean, for all we know it is.
Looking around the rest of this room, there is one door in the southern wall leading out of this room that's different to the one that you came through.
Let's go open it. See what's
Yep.
hell yeah.
Okay. As you swing this one open, your light from your flaming palm illuminates, and it's another dusty room. You can tell that's the general theme of around here. Smells old, musty, and it just looks, to all intents and purposes, as if this is the kitchen. There's countertops, metal dishware, utensils, drinking mugs. There's a stone sink with another tap. This one not dripping though. The hell was that? Hi there. Hello there.
Hello.
Yeah, so general kitchen by the look of things.
I entered that Jedi before.
That's because it's not a Jedi. It's a general.
Hello there. General Kenobi.
General Kenobi.
Right then.
I just say to Malketh, hey look, there's a sink, you can wash the brains off your face.
She just nods. Smearing it across the top of her eyes, down the cheeks, like war paint.
War paint of brains.
I seems like there's nothing of use around here, so I suggest we head somewhere we haven't been yet.
Let's go to that place that me and Evelyn went to.
Yeah,
We haven't
yeah.
explored yet.
It sounds like it could be a big crack that was caused. My guess is either like
Not
a
against
giant
the
wind
cracks.
or an earthquake. The earthquake might have done it. To be fair.
Not
This
against
might
the
be-
cracks though. Like,
So what, you're heading to where that tunnel was that you walked past?
Yeah.
Okay.
When we saw the tunnel, did it look like it was made naturally by
It looked-
event like? an
No,
earthquake or-
it didn't look like it had happened. It looks as if it had been clawed out.
Okay, yeah, there's definitely something down there. So.
Should
we really
we
go to a puzzly right about now.
should we leave and come back once we've recovered all our abilities and health?
Actually, yeah, how long have we been in here so far?
Um,
Like since our last one?
Since your last long rest, you arrived here, what, about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You'd say you've been here a good 4 or 5 hours at least, after all your battles, short rest, exploring. It's maybe getting on to 7 or 8 at night now.
So could we have a long rest?
I think
Like secure a room, a long rest?
It's entirely up to you
Yeah.
guys.
yeah,
Yeah.
or maybe it'd be better if we left, camped outside, and went back in.
That's a good idea.
I
Yeah,
think
let's do that.
Because, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I don't fancy sleeping with that stench.
Frankly, yeah.
So,
Yeah, let's go outside.
alright,
Harrison looks at you as like, that's a bit rude.
So, okay, in that case, we head out of the kitchen and we head through the double doors that I bashed down.
Mm-hmm.
Whilst we were able
And
to fly.
and back outside.
Okay, through the courtyard
we
of death, back outside to the
And we
front of the fortress.
set up camp.
Okie dokie. So yeah, getting back outside, you can see it's still drizzling a bit from the journey here. The weather isn't great. If you've got tents and things, it'll probably help you, because outside of the walls, you ain't got much shelter.
Could I make some dirt tents with mold earth?
Yeah, but they will likely collapse because it's just loose earth that you use. So yeah, it's not like packed or anything like that.
Is the rain coming like downwards or to a side?
The wind's just gusting it all over, just like rain normally.
Is mold earth just dirt, or does it work like with rocks?
It don't work on rocks, no,
As long as it's
because that would be mold rocks.
It would work on gravel.
Because I was thinking like Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah.
You know, they made earthbending tents and things.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking when I originally got
Nah,
this spell. I
sorry,
was
this
thinking
is D&D, I'm afraid.
Yeah. Shame.
Is there any trees?
No, not around here.
Yeah.
You're right at the foot of the mountain, so there's
Maybe we should just sleep inside.
none that you can really see. If you're in the courtyard area, there's shelter under there, so just through the portcullis.
Couldn't we just, like,
If you want
close
to
the portcullis?
stay the
Because there was when we came in the portcullis, there was no lighting or anything round there.
It was really
so,
safe there.
Yeah.
Maybe we can just like close the portcullis and then.
Well, yeah, but there'll be somebody. One of us will be on guard all time.
Yeah. We can wake everyone up.
Yeah, and we've all got you know, kits, all the basic stuff, bedrolls, tents, etc.
And also
Yeah,
me
so let's
So-
sleep now.
and me and Evelyn will finally get rid of our exhaustion.
Yeah.
you hope.
I don't think I need to have the full time for a long work rest. Just from reading. I think I only have to do 4 hours. Let me double check.
I mean, I don't, because I've only lost 8 hit points, so I can use dice for that.
Have you used any hit dice yet?
Yes, I have, but I don't know.
So
I've used 3 out of 5.
So I can meditate for 4. I don't need to sleep. Instead, I can meditate for 4 hours, and that counts as 8 hours human sleep.
Shocking.
So is 8 hours a long rest? I'm guessing.
I mean,
As long as you get 6 hours uninterrupted rest.
I've got max HP, but I've used all of my special abilities.
I've never met Max HP. What's he like?
Tish.
Wow.
So, okay. So yeah, I guess we find shelter. Or we go to, or rather, we go to the courtyard, where we hunker down, and we take a long rest.
Okie dokie. You try your best to take a long rest. So, how are we gonna do this?
I mean, let me take first watch because
Who needs 8 hours sleep? Put it
I
that
need
way.
4.
Who has to have 8 hours sleep?
I mean, do in the sense of recovering all my spells and lay on hands and all that.
Well, then you're not going on sentry duty because you need a rest.
You can
I
still
take a watch.
you can still do it.
If you have 6 hours and then you say take the last 2 hours, just
All right,
sit there and
all right.
meditate.
I'll do that then.
I'll join. And I think Felmore should too.
So
I'll
I'll go
first.
last.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's going first?
I'll go first.
Second?
I'll go second.
And then me.
Malketh. If you want to do it in 3s or 4s, it's up to you. Malketh could probably take a watch.
Marcus should probably take either first or middle. Because we'll have 3 on last watch.
Yeah, we'll go middle.
Cool. Because we'll have me, Felmore, and Carlton.
Doing what? Resting.
Did we say we were
On
gonna
last
take-
watch, yeah, cool. Right, so who's taking first watch again?
Me.
Harrison, okay. As the rest of you bed down to try and get as much sleep as you can, heal up some of those wounds magically over a good night's sleep,
I wish it worked like that in real life.
gain your spells back and
Get
your
some power from
abilities.
the top, so-
Harrison, make a perception check.
Ooh, very good.
Wow, that was. I mean, yeah, you couldn't do that. There would be rules about maiming.
8. It
Eight.
rolled off a 19 onto a 3.
Oh,
That's a shame, that,
that's
isn't it?
annoying.
Yeah.
So, as the rest of the guys are snoring away, sleeping peacefully, or sat in their meditative state, you just sit there, sort of thinking about things, looking around. Spend at least an hour keeping an eye out. Then after about an hour, you can't help it. It's been a tiring day. You end up nodding off yourself. Until you feel a hand on your shoulder from whoever was on second watch coming to wake you up.
Me. Yep.
Okay. If you want to make a perception check for us then. Evelino.
That's not a D20, that's a D12.
It's not going to work.
That is 17.
17. That's pretty good. Yeah, you're a little bit more rested than Harrison was. You managed to pace around, keep an eye on things. You hear the occasional noise just from being out here with your keen senses, but nothing that seems to be any kind of threat. And the rest of your watch passes without incident until you go and wake whoever you need to for the final watch of the night.
Yep.
So, Malketh and whoever else, I suppose. Ah, you're finally awake.
Hey, you are finally awake.
So yeah, Malketh and probably no one else. So, Malketh, make a perception check for me. Okay. And that is
Amazing, Malcolm.
16. So the rest of you sleep. Have no idea what happened while Malketh was on watch. But it didn't seem to be anything because you all managed to get a nice long rest.
Yeah.
So I will do that for Malketh and Felmore. Because it only seems fair.
Fine.
So, what do you guys want to do right now in terms of it's 25 past? Do you want to carry on for a little bit or should we end it there and bring it back next time round?
We could always just head to the tunnel and walk down, see what's there,
Yeah.
and then just
And then just end it there.
Yeah?
because that would be like 10 minutes with it.
Yeah. You hope so.
Yeah.
Shut up, you freak. Are we all... Are we all in agreement?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, sounds good.
Cool. Did I do that long rest for Felmon? Or is it just still showing there? Yep, everything's reset, so that's fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's good to have all my powers back.
Yes, the DM feels the same. Oh wait, no, you've took all my powers away from me in here, haven't you? That's right. Okay, so you stride back through, walking through the mess of the courtyard, having a careful glance around. Everything seems to be as you left it. Nothing seems to have moved, which is a good sign at least. Back through the doors that you and Gioa discovered, taking the corridor that led to the north where the room full of ballista were. Eventually you get to the break in the wall where you find the tunnel that was carved out.
Let's head down it.
Yep.
Okay. So this winding, rubble-strewn tunnel, as you walk along it, you can see the claw marks where it's just been gouged out and dug. It sort of has an upward trajectory as it's winding around in a circle, and then it twists a little bit, but it's heading up. It's about 2 feet wide, 5 feet high, so Malketh, Carlton, Harrison probably, Felmore even, having a little bit of an issue getting around it, having to duck down to make sure you don't bang your head on the roof.
Being small has an advantage.
Huzzah!
You turned on a fan, or are you just doing your fan? Freak. So yeah, it curls around and sort of seems to go back over itself, and eventually, after about 60 or 70 feet worth of tunnel, it breaks out into this smaller room, which you imagine would be on the next level. So as it breaks in through into this room, about 10 feet wide by 10 feet, there's a door in front of you on the far wall. And that's it.
Go up. So we open the door then.
Okay. So, as the door slowly, silently opens up in front of you, you see on the other side an absolute trashed room. There's wrecked beds, chairs, tables, all sorts of other furnishings just been trashed. Sure. Trashed, smashed. There's again, they're like their fireplaces around here. There's a blackened fireplace set into the eastern wall of this room, which is about maybe 20 feet wide, about 30 feet from where the door is to the other side. You can see a chimney heading straight up, and there is another door in the top left-hand corner of this room, opposite the fireplace.
I'd like to kick the back of the fireplace. See if it opens.
Nothing happens. You look up and you can see clear sky above you. The occasional cloud passing by.
Guys, it's clear weather.
About 20 feet up. Not that far at all. It's as if it breaks out into daylight.
Open the door then.
Okay. So you head towards the other door. You open it up. And it opens up into what looks like a large sort of chamber. Looking around, peeking through the door, you can see the wide open expanse over towards the left, and on the right there's more room, but there are big, thick, sticky webs strung between the walls and pillars just outside of this door. And you can see crawling through these webs several giant spiders, and as the door opens,
Spiderwebs are extremely flammable.
you see two of them turn and face towards you and start slowly moving the way towards you, chittering
That's where
away.
we're gonna end it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds like a good spot.
Why don't you take my lines from me? Spoiling all my fun. Right, that's 5 points of disadvantage for Carlton for next week. Oh yeah, did you guys remove your exhaustion, or did it do that automatically?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so that is where we will end it for today, with big, giant, freaking spiders to look forward to next week.
Spiders.
It's a
yeah.
shame you had to go and take a long fucking rest in between, wasn't it? You bastards.
What do you mean?
It would have been much more fun if you didn't.
We probably would have all died though. We.
Oh, you
lots of us-
pessimist.
Yeah, lots of us. I like to be prepared, and I like to be
Paladin,
ready,
you're
and I.
supposed to use your sword, not
Dib, dib, dib. Dib, 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 dub,
I
dub, dub.
do. I use my sword and I power it up with magic.
Come
That's
on.
what I do.
Come on. Giowa has glowing red eyes. What more do you want?
I would have forgotten about that. Am I strong?
Glowing red eyes and gauntlets that make him feel a little bit stronger.
So I have
Best
glowing
is-
red eye helm and strong gun.
Best description I can give you for now.
Just because you feel stronger doesn't mean you are stronger. That's the funniest part.
Funny,
Ah,
I
so-
just saw your pun now. That is hilarious.
Gauntlets of feeling strongness.
yeah.
That's not a bad idea for a homebrew item, that is it?
Cool. So, I'm not here next week because I'm at a family gathering.
Okie dokie. We shall decide what we need to do during the week, depending on who else is here or not.
Like
Yeah.
that.
So yeah. But I'm going to end the stream here now, so if anybody is still there, thank you for spending this much time with us, especially if you're watching
Sparky says goodbye.
on the YouTube. And we'll see you next session as we get closer to the end of Dragon of Icespire Peak.
Peacock Sparky says goodbye.
Laters.
Peacock fans.
Oh man. The,
Right. Good night to everybody else, not you guys.
Nice.